ready to go for a change. Let's get the heck out of here and go on a little trip. I'm now sitting in Lucifer's cul-de-sac. All right, y'all. Catch you after a bit. After a bit. Hey, what's going on, fellow meanders? Got the dogs loaded up. We're in Mini. Y'all know what that means. We're off on another little car camping adventure. Miss Meander's looking a little sweet this morning. She's all cleaned up and ready to go for a change. Should be a pretty good one. We're heading up north, hitting that Lassen Volcanic National Park. Go see what kind of shenanigans we can get to up there. Yeah, just decided last night, like, hey, let's get the heck out of here and go on a little trip. So that's what we shall be doing. And we're taking a new route. Found a new route to get up there rather than taking the highway and stuff. So should be some pretty cool scenery to check out we can share with y'all. For now though, it's getting super windy and curvy. I gotta pay attention to the road, quit talking to y'all on the camera, but I'll catch up with y'all after a little bit once we see something worth sharing. All right, y'all, catch you after a bit. Well, been on the road a couple hours now. Stopped for a quick little break, let the doggos stretch their legs and whatnot. Just driving down a steep grade through the river canyon and thinking how lucky we are to be able to get to some really awesome places. We don't have to hit a highway. We get to drive through the woods, meander through the woods pretty much the whole way. But yeah, I just thought I'd share my appreciation and enjoying this nice scenic drive that we've only seen one vehicle since we've gotten on the road. That's really nice.
A few moments later.
Well, just pulled over to take a little break, use the restroom, dump off some trash, and just made it out here to Lake Almanor. You can see Lassen out there in the distance.
Later.
Well, just hit the little town of Westwood. just outside Lake Almanor. Figured we'd pull over and show you the attractions here at the town that Paul Bunyan built.
Hours later.
All right, well, we finally arrived. We've been just kind of hanging out, letting the dogs unwind a little bit. They were getting restless, but we always get so lucky. I don't know how it happens. The universe likes us some reason. But yeah, this spot is sweet. It's out by a spot called Big Pine, in between Old Station and the entrance to Lassen Park. The doggos are already running around playing with the ball right on the creek. So the doggos are just loving it, and I mean, this is the view right out of the van. How awesome. Got a sweet little fire pit there. But yeah, just a great spot for the dogs to play, and it's huge. You could park a couple huge rigs in here. We super got lucky because I drove up the road back that way, and it's everything up along the creek is taken. There was one spot that was our van would have fit maybe a tent or two in there, but we just got lucky. This spot's primo. Really happy. We're just gonna hang out here for the rest of the afternoon and let the dogs play. And then tomorrow morning we'll probably, do some breakfast and then do the drive down through Lassen Park tomorrow and spend the day and hit some spots and get some views and check out some lakes, Lake Helen. There's so much in Lassen to do. Oh yeah, the other sweet thing I forgot to mention is back there behind me on the other side of the Hat Creek. Yeah, Hat Creek. About, I don't know, 0.4 maybe. The PCT runs right through up into Old Station. So it worked out. I'm still kind of shocked on a Saturday to get such an amazing spot in like early afternoon. Score. Super score. All right, y'all. I'll talk at you a little later. Well, all right. It's been a few hours. We've just been relaxing, hanging out by this creek, listening to the water, but now it's time for dinner. Tonight's menu: We've got, you know, Idahoan applewood smoked bacon, mashed potatoes, ground venison, and what a great spot for the kitchen to turn around and see that. Just awesome. Like I said earlier, I don't know how we do it. We get so lucky finding these spots, and I just can't believe it. Especially, like I said, this trip on a Saturday, early afternoon, and all the other spots taken. We just got lucky. Somebody was hanging out here just for the day, relaxing, letting their dogs run around, and came driving back up the road, and they were getting ready to leave. Swooped it. Stoked. But now it's time to get some grub on. Got the venison in there. We're gonna toss this Odin's Kitchen basic blend. This stuff is awesome. It's got the pink Himalayan sea salt, some garlic, pepper, onion. Don't need much more than that. Oh, and I put a little garlic infused olive oil in there. All right, get that water boiling for them mashed potatoes. I have to say, getting the wife and the doggos out, pretty nice. I know they enjoy it, and that post trail stuff, getting off the Tahoe Rim Trail. I tell you, you just want to get back out. It's like you're out there hiking, and then you want to get it done. You love being out there, but want to get it done and get back because you miss everybody and all that good stuff. But then you get back and you get fattened back up, you get a bunch of food in you, and you just want to go again. But this definitely helps. And I'm gonna say that venison is about ready. Now we just gotta get this water boiling and get them mashed potatoes on the way, baby. And dinner is served. All right. That water is boiling and hot enough. Now to stir in that applewood smoked bacon. Oh my goodness. Oh man, that smells so good. That is going to be the best meal. All right, get that plated up. Good helping of some mashed taters. Nice helping of that venison for table 2. The lady out front, special order. All right, order up. Ma'am, your dinner.
Why, thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Let us know how it is. Any problems? I wasn't the cook, just the server.
Oh yeah. Wow. No, you can't have it.
Perfection. I lied. I'm the server and the cook, but we don't tell them that till after we serve, just in case that tastes like Alpo or something. Now it's my turn. Catch y'all after a bit. I'm starving.
The next day.
Good morning, folks. 6:30 a.m. We're getting up and about. The doggos are out running around. Just missed Lily. She was playing with a tennis ball she found that was pretty freaking funny. Actually, there it is. Let me kick it. But yeah, as you can see there behind me, the sun's just peeking up and getting that coffee on. Gotta have my coffee. I think we still had, we still had the cactus squatch there in the van. And got my drippers all set up. Water's just about there. Get the sleepy out my eyes so we can go hit our daily adventures in Lassen Park. I think first stop, I want to hit the subway tunnel, subway caves. It's a lava tube just up the road here behind us. Well, first stop we decided is the, like I said, the subway caves, the lava tube over here in Lassen. It's off of Highway 89, I believe. Yeah, pretty cool spot. We just came up some stairs, and right now looks like we're the only ones here. Oh, there it is. Wow, that was a really short walk. If I remember reading correctly. Well, actually, this might be a different side of the cave. I'll have to look at the map. But I think it said something about, like, maybe on the other side. I don't think this is it. Doesn't look familiar from the pictures, but it was called the Devil's Kitchen. Yeah, just getting in. Cool too. We're the only ones here right now. Let's see. Coming up to the first little info sign, I think here. Turn my headlamp on. So yeah, that's just the first info board, the little map. So like I was saying, we came in the exit stairway because it's a short walk. There's a little parking lot. And then on the entrance up here is Molten Lava River Flow and Devil's Doorway. Super cool. It's definitely chilly in here, so we dressed appropriately. So earlier, I actually misspoke. We did come in the entrance stairway and went through the stub toe hall, the wind tunnel, and I'm now sitting in Lucifer's cul-de-sac. So, yeah, I guess it's kind of a rebirth kind of thing or something. I don't know. It's kind of odd. And now just a few more moments of walking, and we are in the sanctum. If you look carefully near the wall where the floor slopes upward, you will see two lava tube volcanoes. These were formed by gases and hot lava bubbling up through the semi-molten floor of the cave. Interesting. Let's see if I can find those. All right. The next sign looks like it says we're in Lava Sickle Lane, I think is what it says. You guys can probably read it better than I can. I was gonna say it's too dark to really film in here. My light's not big enough, but there's a light at the end of the tunnel. We've already gotten to the other side. That's a nice little short walk. Like, I don't even know, 0.3 maybe 0.4. All right, we got one last sign here. And I was being goofy, just told the missus is like, hey, it's like we're kids, except we're literally walking on lava right now. We are now, it says, in the partial collapse. And that's, oh yeah, you can see the rocks there and see if it gets the ceiling up there. You can see where all that fell down from. It started to collapse in on itself. And then this spot's called Rattlesnake Collapse. I think because it's just kind of in a string there. And each rock kind of looks like the rattlesnake, and then that's kind of the head, I think. Similar shaped somewhat. Just walking up the stairs on the other side here. It just goes back in there a little ways. And then stops. And just noticed too that there's a fire ring in there. Somebody camped out in here. I'm sure recently. Well, we came out of there. Now we're going to take the dirt path back to the parking lot, but it's pretty cool. Along the way on the surface, you can see where the lava and the crust was molten and like bubbling up. It kind of created this wall. The tube is directly underneath all that. Well, last info board. Trail's End. You're about to climb on top of the lava tube for the last time along the trail. Hope you enjoyed your exploration of Subway Cave. Lava tubes are just one of the wonders of nature which are available to those who care to look. It was pretty cool, I have to say. It was pretty nice and quick. It's super short. I think the entire thing, and we're all gonna be back to the van here in a few minutes. It took like 30 minutes. So yeah, and off to see some other cool stuff. Nice sights, scenery. All right, see you after a bit.
1 hour later.
Here's the seismograph room. I think they got a little viewing window. on the road again.
A few moments later.
This 30-ton boulder was 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit when it came tumbling down Lassen Peak, where it was once in the vent of the volcano, hot to the touch even months later. Morning. How are you?
Good.
Good. Lassen Peak is one of the largest plug dome volcanoes in the world. Its last eruptions were between 1914 and 1921, with the largest explosion May 22nd, 1915. With much of the debris landing in this area known as the devastation zone. Right after you come around the corner, you see the devastation caused from the Dixie Fire. Lassen Volcanic National Park is 106,452 acres. Of that, 73,240 acres were destroyed. And then just like that, back into lush, beautiful meadows.
Oh my god, when you smell this thing? What? The water? I mean
Lassen Park is one of the few places in the world that houses all four types of volcanoes: shield, cinder cone, plug dome, and composite.
Later.
All right, well, we've been cruising around for a bit. It's about 11:15. Some cool sights, and just got to Helen Lake and the backside of Lassen Peak. But here's Helen Lake. The colors are just beautiful here. There's Emerald Lake. This is Broke Off Mountain, a composite volcano. One last glimpse of Lassen Peak as we pan down through Little Hot Springs Valley. Next stop, Sulphur Springs, the last attraction before we exit the park. Well, Lassen's been a blast. Had a great time. It was a nice little quick getaway. And that's gonna do it for this episode. So thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching. Give us a like and a share if you like this episode, and be sure to check out some of our other videos. Got a playlist series I just finished up of through hiking the Tahoe Rim Trail, and that was a great adventure. So we're glad to have gotten out here and kind of scratch that itch of wanting to get back out on trail and get the missus and the doggos out. Them knuckleheads love being out, and Lassen's always a blast. Love being at this place. So all right, y'all, thank you so much. Check you out on the next one. See you on the trail.